Hey guys, today I would like to speak to you about how AI made building startup much faster than I thought possible. So why 2 months after we launch, we only have around 20 early users who are actually paying. This is the part nobody tells you. A few years ago, building Guardfolio would have required bigger team, more money, and much more time. Today, a small team can launch a real sophisticated product surprisingly fast. But building the product and getting people to care are two completely different problems. We spend money on ads, we contacted influencers, approached brokers, and posted in communities. We explored PR and work on Google and AI search. Some channels brought us clicks, some actually brought us installs on our app, but only a few brought people with real intent. Here is what actually happened, and I would like to share with you so you all understand. Guardfolio helps investors understand and continuously monitor risk inside their portfolio. It identifies things like ETF overlap, concentration, and sector and country exposure, and changes in portfolio allocation. It also really monitors connected portfolios and sends alerts when meaningful risk conditions or changes occur. AI helped us develop this much faster than would have been possible only a few years ago, only because of AI. It helped us with coding, research, testing, analysis, content, and support. That part of the AI revolution is real, no doubt about it. A small team now can create something surprisingly advanced, but around 2 months after launching, we had approximately only 20 early users paying. We had a working platform. We had people connecting portfolios. We had real feedback, but we did not yet have a predictable way to acquire customers. And that became the much harder problem. Online, we constantly hear build fast, launch fast, make money. But launching does not mean anyone will notice you. Keep this in mind. AI has made it easier for millions of people to create software, mobile apps, websites, content, and online businesses. This is an extraordinary opportunity, no doubt, but it also means more products, more competitors, more advertisements, more content, and more noise. The supply of the new businesses is exploding. Human attention is really not in the same pace, and AI raises the floor. More people can now create something good, but it also raises the bar required to stand out. Customer expects strong features, good design, simple onboarding, fast performance, and responsive support. Even from a very small startup, the startup barrier has not disappeared. It has moved. The old barrier was building. The new barriers are attention, trust, judgment, and distribution. Most important, our first major experiment was paid advertising. We ran traditional Google ads, keywords campaign, and meta ads. The performance of these ads were poor. Even though we used the right proper keywords, we spent around $1,000, and the conversions of paying users was almost zero. And why am I saying this? Because Google Ads and Meta, I think, is even worse. But Google Ads is supposed to capture the intent of the user. But we realized that even though he looked it up online and he searched it on Google, the reality, he did not have really big intent. So even when they press, their activity is almost low. Most people did not even sign up. Those that did sign up, they were just not plugging in their portfolio. And I think there was really a trust barrier that someone that is coming from Google Ads have very low real intent, and his trust is not as big as coming from SEO or GEO. What I can tell you that mostly worked for us was SEO and GEO. I spend a lot of time in the AI, and AI helped me building the articles. Obviously, I put my own content, but AI help us design and make the article look very well and well written, and this really helped us. So most of the paying users that we got, I think about 90% of them are just from SEO and GEO. The traffic that we got from ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, and these are really the ones that actually really converted to be paying users. So from what I can tell you so far, and this is very important for me, that all the builders and all the startup people who are going to do B2C or B2B realize that Google Ads, at least for us and our experience, was poor. The conversions were very low. We tried Reddit. Reddit was not so successful at all. I hear and I see people saying, I put a Reddit and I acquired so many customers. Well, on Reddit, you can answer people with the very nice questions and help them with a lot of information. And this can be very beneficial for them, but you can't really post anything there that is promotional. So even though you help them, it doesn't mean that you can actually promote your platform. So again, when I hear people saying on YouTube, oh, I got my customers Reddit, this is the best channel. Well, my experience is not so great there. And I'm sure a lot of you also notice that. And sometimes, unfortunately, I see a lot of hype and videos on YouTube promising you that you have to do X, Y, Z, and this will help you and you'll be a millionaire or whatever it is. But this is the case, and in my case, Reddit just did not work. So keep in mind that this is a product in the finance world, and obviously this is more difficult. But overall, I think for you guys, those that build now and are focusing on getting customers, my best advice to you would be to actually acquire customers through SEO and GEO. At this point, I can tell you that SEO, GEO traffic that we're receiving is with high quality and good intent, yet the traffic is still very low. And to build our domain ranking, obviously if you go in SEMrush or you go on Ahrefs, you will see Guardfolio is ranked pretty low. Why is this? We made an amazing articles and we provide the world actually with a lot of useful information on how to invest properly and how to manage risk. But here is the tricky part about SEO, and it goes along with GEO as well. The fact that you need to have backlinks, and backlinks you need to get from respectable websites. And how do you get these backlinks from respectable websites? Usually you have to pay them. You have to pay them a lot of money where they can have a kind of promotional article or they need to quote you on these specific issues. So this is another thing that you need connections, right? So this is also kind of challenging because you can get to SEO and GEO up to a certain point, and from that point, which is much higher, this would require you to have backlinks and you have to do some corporations and really pour a lot of money on these websites that are related to your industry. So this is something that I would definitely keep in mind. Push for SEO, GEO. This is the best opportunity you can have. In terms of Google Ads, Meta Ads, Reddit, all these platforms, I think for a small startup, when startups are really nobody knows them, there's no point to use Google Ads when the brand is not established enough. I try really to speak to those experts in this field, and my understanding, it doesn't really work. At the beginning, we also try to contact brokers, right? The brokers are our funnel to get customers, right? Brokers have these customers that we want. This was also kind of not successful because nobody really listened to you. we tried to use ZoomInfo, we tried to use Lucia. These are actually help you to get contact numbers on specific people, employees in these companies that you are interested in. So we tried to email them. We've sent hundreds of emails. Nobody almost replied. So this channel, you can try it, but I'm not sure this will be very helpful. Again, we're still chasing and pursuing getting more customers. and I would like to hear your thoughts. You can comment and let me know what works for you. And if you want to contact me, I would be happy to get any message from anyone and share more about my experience and how I think there is some channels that can be more successful depending on the industry, depending on the customers you're trying to attract to your platform. And I'm here for any question, and I'll see you on the next video. Please subscribe.